Okay, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi, and welcome once again to Formula Holo, the second championship racing series. Today we are going to proceed with rounds 5 and 6 of the series. First, we're going to have the race at Bud International Circuit in India, a circuit which has not hosted races at an F1 in years, and in the next round, we will head down under to Melbourne for round 6 of the series. Let's have a look at the table. Here is the first half of the table as it stands. AZKi with a big lead over the rest of the field with 170 points. 3 podiums in 4 races, including 2 race wins. The only non-podium was the accident in Marina Bay. Second is Kreiji Ollie with 108 points and won second place. Third is Nino Maiinis with 1 third place finish. Fourth is Toa on 90, and Anya is fifth with 86. Still anything can happen in this series. What will the next couple of rounds bring? Bottom of the table, as you can see, we have 3 drivers still yet to score, and one such driver has yet to even qualify for a race. That's Kanata at the bottom. Four missed qualifications in the first 4 rounds. Korane and Gura both qualified for only 1 race, but have failed to score. So all 3 drivers are on 0 points. In the Constructors' Championship, of course it's Gen Zero with a massive lead heading into today's action. 322 points over ID Gen 2's 242 points, and EN not too far behind, certainly having a better time with the driving than in the previous series. EN is third on the table with 237 points. Alright, so be sure to check out the spreadsheet, the Google link in the description below, to have a nice look at the table, see how your favorite driver's doing in the championship standings, and also have a look at the upcoming races in this series and in future series, and have a better idea on how the championship works, and there's also a link within the spreadsheet for you to make liveries for your favorite Hololive members that we may feature in future races. All right, let's open up rFactor and get to the racing, and hopefully my settings look fine. And once again, thanks for joining us. My name is Dag. I am your commentator for Formula Holo and some other racing series on this channel. And this right here is the car of the current championship leader. Yeah, the big leader in the Drivers' Championship so far. Just wanted to show that car at first before we head to the action. First, I gotta change to the proper car. Good old Yago. And I just realized I forgot to set up music. So gotta make sure I got the folder right. there's the music, and as I've stated, we are heading out to India, New Delhi, 5.125 kilometers, 14 laps for this race, and everyone's in. Remember, 90. You gotta complete 90% of the winner's total race distance, at least, in order to be classified. Otherwise, you get a non-classification, or perhaps worse. Off we go. Welcome to India, and this circuit, which sort of looks like I don't know what it resembles. Maybe a bike frame or something. Anyway, I have tested I've tested the circuit out first last night before we began, and tends to be a bit slow and laggy. But let's see how we manage. Notice only 5 minutes of time to qualify. So cars only get like 1 lap at the most with which you qualify. Once you drive your qualifying lap, 1 qualifying lap, then that's just basically it. Who is up? Why, it's Amelia, the winner from Marina Bay, whom we'll follow. As we have a good look at the circuit. After a long straightaway, you go across the bend and drive the longest straightaway and make some sparks fly along the way. Notice the ups and downs. Then you turn right for another short straight. And then once you turn left, you get into the tricky part of the course. The twists and turns, the lefts and rights. Yeah, another turnaround, more uneven territory. And then once you clear that, it's just a couple more turns, and then you're just basically home free. So that is the India circuit, the Bhuj International Circuit, somewhere in, I believe it's Uttar Pradesh in India. That's what it's called. I didn't mean to drive. Just I wanted to finish the session, and well, look at that. For once, AZKi doesn't not qualify for a race. She misses out in the cut for India. So she'll still lead after this race because she has more than a 60 points gap ahead of Ollie, but her lead will definitely be cut. So no AZKi in India, unfortunately. So we say is not in. She and Dokino Sora have not been having a good series. Matsuri has failed to qualify. Miko is not in. Ayami is not in. I believe that's also Ayami's first miss this series. Flair has failed to qualify. Akiro's not in. Gura misses out on another race. That's one of the 3 drivers that still has yet to score. It's already the first 5 races in the championship, and she's still on 0 points. Subaru misses out. Aqua misses out. Choco is not in. Pain Pecco. Iofi fails to qualify. Anya also not in. And at pole position, we have Kiara. Is she called Tensho or something? I'm not sure. But at pole position is, of course, Kiara. Korone, welcome to the racing. And where is Kanata? Welcome, Kanata. Finally, Kanata qualifies for a race. Korone is P3. So we have Kiara, Reina, and Korone. Fubuki, Luna, and Roboco. Toamuna and Risu. Ina, Amelia, and Shion. Let's see. Marine, Kanata Okayu. Mio Noel Ali. Rushiamel Achan. And Tokido Sora did qualify, so Sora, Callie, and Botan. Coco, Watame, and Hachima. And the last three are Polka, Nene, and Lammy, all from Gen 5. All five Gen 5 drivers are in this race, although either at the back of the pack or close to it. So we are set to go here in India with Kiara and Rene in the front two. Kiara and Rene in the front two. It is round 5 here in India. It's lights out, and away we go. Kiara kicks us off. Let's see what happens in the first turn. 14 laps, and what a big push ahead of the rest of the field here. As we head to the long straightaway, and look at the big gap ahead of Rene. A very good start for the KFP girl. Blazing out of the start like a phoenix. The two birds come flying out. 0.795 is the initial gap between the leader and second. And the first few are well ahead of the others. Let's see what happens at the back of the grid, and so far drivers may be doing fine. No one seems to be having any issues, I think. They'll just hang on very well, and Kiara will come to the start-finish line to complete the first lap. Kiara, Rene, and Korone are the front three after one, and Korone will jump ahead of Rene for second at the moment. Korone, as you know, yet to score points after the first 4 rounds, hoping to score her first points. PowerPoint Tenchi is currently at 10. As we see a couple drivers. Ooh, this is not good. No, they're just at pit lane. Toa and Ina are at pit lane right now. For how long it is yet to be determined. Hopefully there's no issues with them getting out of the pits like what we've seen of some drivers in Korea last Friday. And Toa and Ina are both out, although they have a lot of ground to cover. And Reina has dropped to 10th. Muna is up to 3rd. Followed closely behind by Roboco. And a few drivers are a bit slow. They're having to go into pit lane. Polka, Watame, Tokino Sora, and Hachima will have to take pit stops. And Polka is, I believe, no, Watame is quickly out after a brief inning at pit lane, but she is missing her rear wing. No change to the front four, no change to the top four at the moment. Might we see some issues with fuel, like in the previous round? It's very close to Kiara. Wanting an opportunity to overtake. Oh, those sparks might be blinding. Careful about those sparks. They might hit directly behind you, the faces of drivers directly behind you. Korone jumps ahead briefly, but Kiara takes the lead right back. And Korone wants to try shoot for the lead again as we head to the twisty-turny section of the circuit. However, the efforts on this lap are proving fruitless, and Kiara will stay ahead. Polka is behind by 1 lap. Meanwhile, Watame is back at pit lane. She has a new wing. Reina is in 2. Roboco has jumped ahead of Muna for 3rd. Had a big chance to win in Korea, but she lost fuel and the final lap and ended up settling for 7th and not 1st out of the 30 drivers in the race. Right now, Korone is a bit far from Kiara to make a jump ahead to try overtake the Phoenix. pole sitter at the start of this race remains the leader, but not by much. Because look at Corone, she wants to try for an overtake, but still nothing's doing. The front three are very close to each other. Roboco wants to jump up ahead of Corone for second, perhaps. Here comes Corone. Oh my goodness, Corone has spun out a bit and has lost a couple spots, and she drops to fourth, and Muna is now third. Kiara is leading by 0.3 seconds, close all throughout. 3 drivers are behind by 1 lap. Classification is granted after completion of 13 laps. Roboco up to second. Takanashi Kiara has led throughout the first 6 all throughout the first 6 laps of this round 5. Is still at 3. Kanata still holding steady at 10. Those are the 2 drivers in this race who are on 0 points. Still trying not to slip and lose control. So that's everyone completing at least 5 laps. And we're halfway through this first race of 2 today. Front 4 still relatively unchanged. Positions 2, 3, and 4 have changed from time to time in the first half of this race, but Kiara has led basically the whole race so far. Shion is up to 5 now, while Luna has gone down a bit to 6. And we may have an overtake attempt. Third. Roboco has gone to third. Corone is second. Inugami Corone has gone up to second, a distant second ahead of Roboco. While Kiara is still a bit too far away. Clean race all throughout. My concern is the potential for fuel issues completely screwing up the entire standings for this race. As we experience a brief bit of lag on this app. And 23 is having issues. Unfortunately, Mio has given up. That's the end of her run. 0 points for her. Zero points for Mio Mama. Kiara's leading by 2.3 seconds. I think that Kiara is being treated like a god in India with how she's been performing. 5 to go. As a couple more drivers have to take pit stops. That's Lammy and Ollie, I don't know what's going on, trying to park at the pits. And Energy's still doing fine. Whoever's left in the race, still trying to hang on. Lammy has gone out of pit lane. And so has Rene, and Ollie has just exited. Swung up the grid for a bit. Four to go, and Kiara's way too ahead of herself. 2.673. Takanashi Kiara, Inagami Korone, Roboko-san. See the fight for third between Muna and Roboko. And Muna jumps ahead briefly, but Roboko shakes that off. And Roboko remains third with 3 to go. Is still trying to cling on to her lead as much as possible. Rene still a distant second. Kanata is still 10th, so two of the two drivers without points that have qualified for this race are within the top 10 right now. Here comes Korone trying to catch up. The gap is now down to .892. Here we're just looking at the fight between 1 and 2. While I was distracted by how well Kiara's driving, suddenly we have overlooked looks like Shion jumping up to 3rd. Luna's still 4th. Roboco has somehow dropped to 6th. Luna's on 5th. Probably wants to move up ahead to 4th. The map shows a big gap between the first 3 and the rest of the pack. Oh, a bit of a bumping against Ollie. Here comes Kiara. 1 lap to go in India. Pole sitter having a wonderful time on the circuit. Faced little to no challenge. She leads by over 1 second ahead of Korone. Front 3 are Kiara, Korone, and Shion. Tricky part of the circuit. Doesn't look like overtaking would be an issue for Takanashi Kiara. And it looks like she is home free. She has avoided the twists and turns. And that is going to be the second EN race victory of the series. Consequently, Takanashi Kiara wins in India. But with a time of 21:12.464, Korone gets her first points of the series and a nice podium spot to boot. That is 50 points for Korone, 60 for Kiara. Murasaki Shion finishes 3rd. We'll wait for the rest of the pack to get through. But Kiara, the pole sitter, led throughout the entire race, never looked back. She gives Hololive English another win in this series. Korone and Kanata are now on the board. Shion 3rd, from all the way back in 12th place. Luna 4. Luna 4, 5 Luna. 5 Luna. 6th is Roboco. 6th is Roboco. 7 Kanata. Everyone is in, save for Ollie. Yes, now Ollie is in, and so everyone has been classified, save for Mio, who will not score. I forgot where I was. 8 is Amelia. 9 is Ayundarisu. 10 is Mel. Amazing how Mel has gone up to 10, starting from 20. As I halt the music for a bit. And A-chan is 11th. A-chan gets some points. Shogani Noel. Points for her. Fubuki 13. Nakamata Okayu 14. Good comeback for her. Coco 15. Coco 15. 16 is Calliope Mori. Rushia is 17. Rushia 17. 18 is Nene. 19 is Botan. 19 is Botan. Yeah, 20 is Toa. Toa. 20 is Toa. If I could find her here. Ina will get 20. Toa is 20. Ina is 21. Hachima, Sora, and Marine will round out the points. Where's Sora? 23, and 22 is Hachima. Popoya Arena, the perhaps the biggest loser of this race, started off P2, finished out of scoring at 28th because of a couple of pit stops. Very disappointing finish for the Lady of the P-Foul. As we proceed with inserting points into the table, as you know, Kiara 1, Gorane 2. Gorane 2, Shion 3. Gorane 2, Shion 3. Muna 4, Luna 5. Muna and Luna finish next to each other. So Luna 5, Muna is 4. Roboco and Kanata. Roboco Kanata. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Kanata's first race. She's qualified for this series. Gets 7th. So well done to Tenchi. Amelia Watson is 8. 9 is Ayundarisu. And 10 is Mel. 10 is Mel. 11, A-chan. A-chan, well done to her. She gets 18 points. 12 is Noel. 12 is Noel. 12 is Noel. 13, Fubuki. 13, Fubuki. 14, Okayu. 15, Coco. 15, Coco. 16, Callie. 17, Rushia. 18, Nene. 18, Nene. 19, Botan. 19 Botan. 20 is Towa. 20 is Towa. 21 is Ina. 21 is Ina. 22 is Hachima. Hachima is 22. And Sora and Marine. Sora and Marine. And no points for Lamy, Ollie, Polka, Reine, Watsume, and Mio. Polka, Reine, Watsume. And let's put in the points. Just gonna put in the points. So once again, your top three are Kiara, Korone, Shion, and let's have a look. Let's have a look at the current championship standings. AZKi still maintain her lead because Ollie did not score. Nino Mai Inanis is still third. Roboko-san has gone up to fourth, and number 5 is Yozo ML. So AZKi 170, Ollie 108, Ina 100, Roboko-san 97, Yozo ML is 5th with 96 points. And Gura still on 0 points. The only drivers still have yet to score as we complete the first half of the 10 race championship series. And yep, Gen 0 is still leading by 20 points, 356 over Hololive EN's 336. And third is, if I look this right, Generation 2, 271 points. So congratulations once again to Takanashi Kiara, your Holo Pre winner in India. As we proceed to the next race in Melbourne, Australia. We'll see you in a bit for the second race. Just gonna check something for a moment, and we're gonna proceed to round 6. Stick around, everyone. Hello, welcome back to Formula Holo. We're about to begin round 6 of the championship, the second series. Once again, my name is Dag, and we are gonna reopen up rFactor and head out to Melbourne. So let's close this folder up, open up this one, Melbourne. And once again, it's a 14-lap race. Making sure all the settings look good, and we are loading. We are loading, so we do. And the annoying thing about this circuit is that it has barriers. So yeah, that's the problem. Barriers. So perhaps we might have a couple more accidents if the drivers are not careful here. We're just waiting for qualification to go up, and so you can have a nice look at the Australian circuit. And that's Pekara. That's Pekara, and does she want to go out? Does Coco want to go out? Come on. Come on. We have qualification to go around. Let's follow Aqua. And by the way, Aqua is back to streaming, so welcome back. And here is the Melbourne Park circuit, and look at that, the full crowd on hand for this round 6. They sure love their race car driving. Look at all these cardboard cutouts. There are barriers, but there are some runoff spots. So some margin for error for the drivers if they somehow slip out of the track limits. As well as some sand pits, which are quite difficult to get out of. And here's what I like to call the mug handle, because it's shaped like a mug handle. And I think I'm looking at the wrong driver. Yeah. That's 11. Number 1 just exited the mug handle. We just finished seeing the entire circuit. I don't know who I was following there. Anyway, let's see who qualifies. Everyone has locked in times. Risu unfortunately misses out. Akirose doesn't go in. Everyone who I followed during the qualification session fails to qualify. Aqua, that's her second DNQ of the day. 2 DNQs today for Aqua. Unfortunately, Polka is not in. Subaru has failed to qualify. Flair does not qualify. Nor does Coco Noel Suisse. My goodness. Ina doesn't qualify. Kanata misses out. Ayame also a no-go. And Nene's also a no-no. Ollie fails to qualify. And we have 30 drivers. So at pole position is Natsuo Matsuri. And Gagura has qualified P5 for Melbourne Park. So should she finish high, then everyone will have a score in this series. So it's Matsuri, Pekura, Sora. Kiara, Gura, Luna. Roboco, Callie, Mel. Choco, Muna, AZKi. Tokayami Toa, Yofi, Fubuki. Toa, Yofi, Fubuki, Ushia Lamy Mio. Amelia, Rene, and Marine. Only Ina has failed to qualify among her EN peers for Melbourne. You hate to see it. Marine, Anya, and Miko. Ushilami, Mio, Ame, Rene is at 20. Marine, Anya, Miko, and Hachima is at 24. Shio no Kayu Botan. And Koane Echan and Watame. And that is your grid for the Australian Holo Prix. Let's get down to the grid. Let's get down to the grid. Round number 6 in Melbourne. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out, and away we go. Round number 6 in Melbourne. Who will have the big jump ahead in this opening turn? Matsuri. Matsuri is looking like having a big lead. The pole sitter a very good start out of the gate. Callie having issues, and oh, this is tragic. Callie in the first turn has crashed out. Unfortunate for Callie, as you can see in this replay. Lost control of her car and bumps into the wall, loses a wheel, and that's how her race ends. Very unfortunate for Callie. Matsuri leading by 1.2 seconds. Callie started out 8th, will finish dead last, 0 points for her. As Matsuri, Sora, Pekura, front 3 in this opening lap as they go around the mug handle. Very good start for Matsuri right from P1. That's 1 lap down, 13 to go. Top 3 so far are Matsuri, Sora, Pekura, Kiara. The India winner is at P4, followed closely by Gura, the last driver left who has still yet to score points. a couple of drivers are in pit. That's Anya and that's Botan. Both having to take quick breathers. Meanwhile, drivers are still holding steady. Sora is second right now. She's trying to get close to Matsuri. And has a bit of an issue, but recovers. .469, almost half a second behind Matsuri. Kiara and Gura are close to each other at 3, 4, and 5. As another couple of drivers have to stop at the pit lane, Anya is just starting to get out. Hachima is taking a pit stop, and Anya Melfisa is back in the main circuit. And who is that at 14? Made mistakes. Made a mistake. I don't know. No one seems to be having issues. Once again, Sora has spun out, probably at the same location. Gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that over rotation. I think under rotation is loss of control of rear wheels, and over rotation is loss of control of front wheels. I may need to look into that terminology again. While a driver is slowing down. No, she just exited pit lane not too long ago. She just finished another lap. Hachima and Anya are both behind by 1 lap. AZKi, the championship leader, is at 8. Despite missing out in India, she is still the leader by more than 60 points. Still trying to be steady at the moment. Here comes Pekara. Jumps into second. However, Matsuri is still well ahead of second, 1.866. Corona is in pit lane. It's a close pack, as far as I can tell. Ooh, Pekora has skidded out, and so has Roboco. But it's no loss of dignity right there. Clap your hands. Kiara having a field day in these in today's 2 rounds. 4th currently. And as I say that, Roboco has jumped ahead of Kiara. And here comes Pekora. Very close to Matsuri. Oh, look at this! An attempt to overtake Matsuri. Close right there. Matsuri remains ahead. Never mind, Pekora has taken the lead. Once again, it's at the corner that the drivers keep slipping on. Pekora has jumped into the lead with 6 laps done. Up by a .678. As you see, 3 drivers behind by 1 lap. So far, we seem to be having fewer issues with the racing today as compared to last Friday. Only 1 driver crashing out in India. 1 driver crashing out in the opening lap of Melbourne. It's a big lead for Usada Pekora, as you see Murasaki Shion crash out somewhere. I don't know where, but Shion is out, unfortunately. The 3rd place finisher in India ends her day on a sour note. So that's already 2 drivers crashing out. I don't even know what happened that led to her running out of magic for the day. Halfway through Melbourne. Pekora is leading by over 2 seconds. Three drivers behind by 1 lap. 2 crashing out early without scoring. And Reina, once again, having to stop in pit lane. Not a good day for Pavolia Reina. And what just happened here? Not sure exactly what happened. But apparently not much. Not much in the way of driver issues. Matsuri still second. Tokino Sora is still third. Sora wants to jump ahead of Matsuri for a possible P2, and Sora gets P2 for the moment. Pekora leading by almost 5 seconds as she exits out of the mug handle and into those tricky right angles. Let's see who will try to go through these right angles. Everyone in the top 8 has managed to go through with no issue. One car has spun out, but has recovered. So it's looking like no harm, no foul among the top half of the grid. 5 to go. Lead cut to just a bit. 3.99. And here we are seeing a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Kiara has gone up to 3rd. Matsuri tries to overtake, doesn't. Roboco might overtake. Does overtake Kiara. And Roboco-san is now in 3rd. And it's 4 to go. Looking at the close battle between Kiara and the Matsuri. The top 3 too distant from each other. Right now we're seeing a fight between these two. And we've come through these tricky corners again. No problem for them here. We see some cars slide out. But Looks like everyone has gone through without a hitch. Pekora has not looked back since she has overtaken Matsuri for the lead. Matsuri down to 5. Hopefully we don't have a tortoise in the hare situation. We all know what happens. The ultimate job fest in fable telling. You know how the fable goes slow and steady and wins the race? Well, the fable should have been don't choke. Two to go. We've already we've had 2 drivers gone. Kelly within the first turns in the opening lap, and Shion was out after 5 laps. Everyone else is still chugging along. 3.82 for Pekora. Comes the mug handle. Yeah, she is well out of reach against the driver in second. I believe Kiara is probably going to be perhaps the big winner for today. If these results hold, 2 podium finishes, it may look like. 1 to go here in Melbourne in round 6. Usada Pekora, your leader so far, by a little over 3 seconds. Second is Tokino Sora, and third is Kiara. And the last remaining driver who has yet to score points is currently 10th. Well in position to score points. Well done to the adorable shark. But here comes Pekora, dominant throughout the latter 2/3 of the race. This is what the speed of a rabbit is like. No choking here, unlike Sora right there on the turn. She is going to lose out on second. That was an awkward last turn for her. That'll put Kiara up to second. Another podium finish, it looks like. But Usada Pekora will be your winner in round number 6 in Melbourne. Roboko-san will finish third. Kiara, 2 consecutive podium finishes. First in India, second in Melbourne. What a fantastic day for the Phoenix. Might as well boost her up in the championship standings. Pekara, a nice 60 points for her. Sora just misses out on the podium, but not by much, still fourth. Momoko 3. At 5 is Matsuri. The pole sitter at the start of the race doesn't lose much ground and still earn a nice amount of points. AZKi, championship leader, will get another nice haul to her name. 32 more points for her. Luna 7. At 8 is Mio. Good comeback for her. She gets 26. Luna is 9. And Gura finally on the board. So everyone has finally scored points in this series. 11 for Mel, 12 for Miko, 13 for Tokoyami Towa. And who is at 14 and so on? Yopi's 14. 15 is Amelia. 16 is Lammy. 17 is Marine. 18 Choco. 19 is Fubuki. And Achan. More points for her. More points for the staff member. Watame will score. 22 is Rushia. 23 is Okayu and 24 is Botan. And once again, another dud for Rene. Finishes just out of the points. Hachima, Anya, Coronation, and Callie also failing to score. So let's put down the points. Pekara giving G3 their first win of the series, and Kiara another big podium finish for her after 3 consecutive DNQs. Robico rounds out the podium. 4 for Sora. At 5 is Matsuri. 6 AZKi, 7 Luna. And then Mio and Muna and Gura. Where is Muna? Muna. And Gura finally gets on the board after 5 consecutive missed opportunities. So everyone has points. Mel, Miko, Towa. Mel, Miko, Towa. And then Yofi and Amelia. Yofi's 14. And Amelia is 15. And 16 is Lammy. 16 is Lammy. 17 is Marine. Choco and Fubuki, 18 and 19. And Achan. 20th. Achan 20th. 21. 21 is Watame. 21 is of course Watame. 22 Rushia. Ushia. And finally, Okayu and Botan. With two drivers crashing out, Shion and Cali. No points for either of those drivers. And zeros for Rene, Hachima, Anya, and Korone. Sad doggo. So Rene, Hachima, Anya, and Korone. And that looks right. Table looks right. And bring on the points. Let's see who's still leading. Why do I bother to ask? It's, of course, AZKi. First to reach the 200-point barrier. Second is now Roboco. Roboco has gone up to second. Ina, who was third briefly, has dropped down to ninth in the table. Kiara has gone up to third now with 120 points. Pekara up to fourth with 116, and Yozo Amel still in the top five with 114. That's your top five. AZKi, Roboco, AZKi, Roboco, Kiara, Pekara, Mel, your top five. In the Constructors Championship, surprise, surprise, Gen 0 still leading by an absurd amount of points. 488 points. While Ian still second on 416. And third, a distant third, if I look correctly, Gen 2 with 278 points. By the way, who is currently at the bottom of the table? And holy shit, Suisse is at the bottom of the table. Finished second in the overall Drivers' Championship in the first series. She's now at the bottom of the table with 2 points. Akiro's second to last, also with 2 points, but has qualified for more races, so she gets the nod. 5 DNQs in 6 races for Suisse. What has happened to her in this series? Not good for her. Anyway, that's all for today, as we have a good look at Pekara's race car, the winner at Melbourne. Our next race series will be on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1700 UTC. We are going to be driving at Abu Dhabi and Suzuka, at Yas Marina and at Suzuka for rounds 7 and 8 for the championship, as we start to probably round out the championship. So that is going to do it for today here at for Formula Holo's race room for today. Be sure to tune in once again on Wednesday for more Formula Holo action in the second race series. that's going to do it for me today. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I am Dag, and take care, everyone. See you once again on Wednesday. So long, everyone.